How's doing, people? Hope you're all well. Still would be the flu here. Would be the cold, flu, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man flu, sore throat, fucking ill. So, casuals, hooligans. My cousin, he was one of the top Rangers boys back in the 90s. And another relative of mine was in the capital city service, Hibernian. Also, had his baby crew. I went and actually met Bradley Welsh. Obviously, he's passed away now, he got shot dead on his doorstep. But shout out to TheCarltonLeach, by the way, before I get started. No, I've not read your book, The Final Say, but I've read Muscle and Rise of the Foot Soldiers. That was the ones I was talking about I read when I was a young boy. So, my cousin, it's a bit imagine, this story, my cousin, because my auntie and my uncle, well, my great auntie and great uncle, they actually had to move away due to death threats. This was back in the days before mobile phones and shit like that, when there was organising online on the computer. So basically, he was one of the top Rangers boys, right? And his wife, I'm not going to say her name, I'm not going to say his name either, right? Because he had to move away for his protection, saying safety. No protection that way, he hasn't meant protection, but kind of he's got an husband, and you've got to take husbands very serious, but when you get to that kind of level, husband's a serious thing. Again, you get a letter an husband, right? You can't just say you get an husband and can you get proof of an husband, right? So basically, he settled in with my wife, Wayne's, and he was an electrician, cranking house, stable, horses, like everything. They knew well in life, but they loved to be a cracking quays, cool quays, cooked at his heat with a few pints, and go to the football. He knocked fuck at because he wasn't the best of fighters, right? He wasn't the best of fighters, but he was just game as fuck. Very, very game. Now, this is a bit freaky, a bit scary, what happens. Hence the reason why his mum and dad had to set up and move away. So, football game, his wife had no clue what he was doing. His man and dad had no clue what he was doing. They were very, very posh. He gets banned, he gets an ASBO for every fucking stadium in the UK, right? Because he kept getting caught on camera, like fighting with other firms, and so he gets banned for every stadium. So his ma and his dad were very posh, by the way, proper fucking posh. They had no clue what he was into. So they were buying him a season ticket. They were buying him a season ticket Christmas Day. And he had to act like, oh my dad, I shouldn't have, brilliant, okay. I can't thank you enough. But the fucking season ticket was passed on to one of his best pals, because he couldn't go to the games, obviously, right? So, long story short, he ends up with a broken back, a broken neck, and his wife goes in to visit him in the hospital. Then, I can't remember the incidents what he put it down to, how it happened. I think he said it was the wrong place, at the wrong time. A bit like myself when I got fucking chopped in the heat with the meat cleaver. I told the boss I was at the wrong place, wrong time. Didn't kind of done it, even though it was caught on camera. So his wife ended up finding that it was he got his husband. So his man Dan knew, because he posed to go and basically say a threat to his life. So his wife says to him, "It's me, the Waynes. Are you in the football?" So he's picked, obviously. Well, so she hoped the Waynes and the kids, but his addiction to that lifestyle grew too strong. And with him being the main man, arranging where they were meeting up, etc., the buzz he got after that alone. I can remember I walked into Livingston Centre and I had a Redstone Island jacket on, with a Burberry scarf, and he came swaggering out on a Saturday afternoon. These two asses in Wetherspoons. He came swaggering out, and he said, Steve Ball. He said, that you one of the boys yet? I think I was only 12 years old. And I was with my dad, and my dad says, listen, Brian, he's 12 years old for fuck's sake. Because my dad was meant to be a Celtic hooligan. Now, I don't know if that's true, that is, but I've heard that from a lot of people. So that's basically three of my relatives that I know are football casuals: Celtic, Hibernian, and Rangers. So he's got to the games like that, and then my dad says, you ever going to fucking grow up, sir? He said, I fucking love it, and Ken, you could just tell he's cocked out his head and fucking blah blah. So I ended up at a wedding 3 years later with him. But he's texting in the morning, he's like, Steve-o, sorry pal, I can't make it, I get a bit of cocaine away, blah blah blah. I'm like, don't worry about that, because I was like, Ken, what's the point of that there? Don't worry about it, just go to the wedding and I'll sort you when I get there. So, again, remember, this channel's about spreading awareness. And I say, I talk from past experiences, right? If I say there's plenty out there, there was plenty out there before, no now, right? I don't take drugs, I don't associate with them, I don't take like David dealers, nothing like that. This is all previous talk, old talk, right? Because I want to spread awareness, I want to try and make a difference to the next generation. It's what my channel's all about. If I make videos and expose myself, my past, to try and help other people see the light and see how dangerous that lifestyle is. Because you get to a certain level, again, there's some people in here that are that gangster on here, like gangster to this day, that gangster. And I look at them thinking, the people I was in, my crowd for Edinburgh and Glasgow, man, Ken, they would get sacked if they went on that gangster on YouTube. They get sacked, they get dragged like a fucking, they get dragged like fleas. Honestly, they get dragged. But anyway, so his man and dad, back to the casual, he's fucking my cousin. He's man and dad, this big fancy house. They're sitting watching telly one night, and somebody's in the back door, and fucking takes a handbag, moves things about, moves like pings around about, just basically fucking with their heads. And that's when they really freaked out, and folk came out. There's been a noisman, there's a death threat, male death threats posted through the door in the post, obviously. Ken, and now somebody's been fucking about in their hut, in their kitchen. So they end up moving. He moves out of the county, out of West Lothian, moves somewhere else. He's still with his wife. Because what happens is he was moving back and it came between his marriage bit and her bit, marriage bit, her bit. But then something severe happened to him. Really, really, really bad. If I came with the broken back happened, that was a severe one. Something else happened in the hospital, and a wee while later, he couldn't fucking pick his family and his veins out of the football. His football that came first. Ended up getting a broken back, he got a slab fucked in his back, and that's when his wife had to walk away. She had to walk away. So he basically lost his wife, his kids, his mum and dad had to sell their house. He had to move out of West Lothian, had to start afresh somewhere else. The paranoia got the better of him for the cocaine abuse over the years, cocaine use over the years. And don't get me wrong, he's brand new now, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of places he'll not be able to go, because he was, like I say, he's one of the top Rangers boys. He was the one that arranged when they were meeting up. He was at the front line, even though he couldn't fight that well. It was just a game motherfucker, and his clays was cool as fuck. But he gave him that, his clays were cool as fuck. But a shout out to TheCarltonLeach, you're a legend, mate. Your son's special, your inspiration to show other guys like my cousin how much you can turn your life around and then prioritise your kids, even though he has done something similar to you, nothing like your style, but he's got there in the end and he's prioritised his family, and his family life comes first now, because I've got him on Facebook. So shout out to you, Carlton, you're a legend, you're a very, very interesting character. I'm in touch with your mate, Liam Galvin, so I watch all Liam's stuff. I got a wee blather with Liam back and forth on Facebook. He likes some shit I put up before I done on Facebook at one point, like a year ago. So Liam's a top bloke, and you seem a lovely guy. So shout out to you, shout out to your channel, man. All the best to you and your family. And I'm really glad you were the one. You were the one that made it out. Sorry about your friends who couldn't make it out, but shout out to you anyway, Carlton. And I'll read your new book, because I've not read it yet, but that's what I'll be looking forward to reading. So stay safe, keep it real, guys. Peace out.